me. But Billy is our big boy right here that you could hopefully see. And I came into the coop earlier this morning to do my positive checks. And I noticed that he was completely mutilated on one side of his face. His eye was entirely glossed over and entirely shut. And I didn't electrify my fence last night. So I thought that maybe a raccoon had gotten in and he had defended the chickens and put his life on the line. Well, he didn't put his life on the line. Sorry, let me stop there. He's alive. He's doing good. That's him right there. But he had an eye completely closed. So I was really worried, and I observed the flock a little bit more. And everyone came to see us today, guys. It's applesauce, toughy, oats. Anyways, I realized that it was the rooster that had damaged his eye, because the rooster was following him around after he'd gotten comfortable with me being in their environment and during a feed time, and he was continuously attacking him and chasing him. And Billy's demeanor had completely changed. Billy is usually a very aggressive goose, and you can't even get in there with him, me as a male, without him chasing me off. And I noticed he was standing down, and like even right now with my dog Graham, he's not doing anything, mainly because I don't think he could see out of that eye right now, but also because the dynamic has completely shifted since the rooster attacked him. And now he's extremely submissive, and I had to corral him and put him on this side of the enclosure because of the persistence with which the rooster was continuing to attack him. He was chasing him around. Anyways, without this getting too long and drawn out, well, it's going to be long and drawn out. You're going to hear the backstory. This rooster used to follow this guy around like a puppy dog. He was his best friend. He followed him everywhere. He's not a very aggressive rooster. He doesn't overly mate. He's never really shown any of these characteristics before. But we lost Haru the other day, and I think that shifted the dynamic within the coop. And so now that there's not a mutual whipping boy for the other two males that are in this enclosure with 45 other laying hens and 2 female geese, I believe he got it in him to attack his friend who he used to follow around like a father. So it was the strangest thing. But anyways, this goes to show that you have to be doing your positive checks. You have to check on your animals. You need to be doing positive checks 2 to 3 times a day. It was my mistake. I didn't do positive checks in the evening last night. I got lazy. It was our daughter's birthday, and I just didn't come and check on my animals the way that I should have. Maybe I would have noticed something sooner. I don't think he's going to lose the eye per se, but that's why we separated him. That's why he's on the outside of the enclosure right now. I'm going to get another enclosure and put him next to the coop where he would normally be by his girls and by his flock. That way he could heal and stay semi-incorporated with these animals. And when he's healed over and he regains vision in his eye, we'll put him back in and we'll remonitor the situation. And maybe this rooster has just developed into a completely different animal at this time, and maybe he won't tolerate another male in his space. But we'll have to monitor it and keep an eye on the coop politics and what's happening in the flock. But that's what's going on today. I don't know if Billy's gonna let me get close to him, but we're gonna do a little walk up to him and see if he'll let us see his eye. We've treated him with Vetricin. We've done everything we can for him now, except give him that additional bedroom that we will do for you guys soon. And I'll cut after we go see Billy. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. 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 Anyways. We would walk a little further away from the coop so we could talk about what happened. But as you can see, that's not looking too good, fam. That is not looking too good. We will continue to treat it. His eyeball is still back there. I've seen it very close up. You can see it now. I don't think he could see anything out of there right now, but we got him before the rooster did permanent damage to him. Billy's a good guy. He's a great protector, so much so that he would never let me handle him like this without it being somewhat forcefully on my end. So I was a little concerned with him when he puppy dogged with me earlier today and just let me pick him up and didn't attack me. But he's definitely had a personality shift. You could see on the top of his beak a little bit of fraying, a little bit of scar tissue from that fight. And once again, this was completely overnight, guys. This happened between positive checks within a 12-hour period, or overnight, or early in the morning, more likely than not. And it just goes to show you, you got to be keeping up with your animals. And this was as much my fault as it was an aggressive rooster for not being out here more with my animals. And I take full responsibility for that. But we're going to get this guy healthy. I'm going to set Billy up right here in this enclosure next to our gray water filled pond, which is attached to our enclosure. We'll talk about the enclosure later. Gosh, dog it. Poor boy. Anyways, the enclosure that Billy's gonna go into right now is an extra. I can't stress to you guys enough like how vital this is for any type of operation, any type of animal husbandry, any type of scale, whether you just have a backyard flock or whether you have hundreds of birds like we do, or whether you just have a few dogs and a few cats, whatever it is. It doesn't matter if you're homesteading or not. Like, you have to have extra enclosures because you never know what's going to happen if your critters aren't getting along, or if you have to quarantine someone because they fall sick, catch a cold, break a leg, anything like that. Like, we're very fortunate to have learned throughout the years that despite our best efforts to set people up for success and to set our animals up for success, safety, things happen, and we have to be prepared to mitigate disasters when they present themselves. So for Billy tonight, he's gonna sleep next to his pond because the geese love just staying up and walking around all night and playing in the water. They don't actually bed down for very much time at all throughout the night. So I want him to be very close to his ladies, and we've got him set up right here. I'll bring him some food and some water, and I'll let him have as much of the twilight hours as he possibly can before the sun actually sets. But I do not want to put him back in the enclosure with the rest of these animals until he's healed up enough to at least be able to see that rooster come from the other side where he was originally attacked, where he's blinded from now. So that's the rooster. He used to follow this guy around like he was his dad, and look at him, even now he's chasing after him. So they were best buds until recently. And like I said, I think the passing of another rooster from this flock shifted the power dynamic, and we're just going to have to adjust. We're going to have to adapt. And for tonight, what that looks like is keeping Billy close so we could reintegrate him when he's completely healed up. And that's all I've got on this this shift that happened today. You know, shift happens. We got to be ready for it. Okay. Much love to all you guys. Root down, rise up. Thanks for growing with us. Hey, Billy. Good boy. You're gonna be okay, Billy. You're gonna be okay. Thanks for watching, guys.